Traders, what is good, and welcome back to the BluFX YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Now, today's video is yet another interview, this time with one of our traders, Sfiso from South Africa. Now, we've taken this from our payout interview series, where we speak to a lot of our traders who've had some great success on the BluFX platform and have received payout before. Sfiso was someone with a lot of great information and knowledge about the markets. He's clearly very passionate about what he does, so I thought I'd come here and share it with you today. Before I let you enjoy it, I've got to apologise and put my hands up because my camera, for some reason, it decided to turn off towards the end. It's got about a minute at the end where it's completely gone black. Apologies for that, but I wanted to share it with you anyway. You've still got the audio so you can listen along, but it was too good not to share it with you. So I will leave you to enjoy and let you get on with the show. Okay, so another interview for you, leading on from the last one. So first and foremost, would you like to give yourself a quick introduction, who you are, your trading experience, and a bit of a background about yourself in general?
Okay, I'm Sfiso Jobe. I started trading in 2009. Obviously, for about 7 years or so, I was struggling in the markets until 2016. That's when I got a breakthrough. And then 2016, when I started developing consistency, I was working at that time. And then in 2018, I quit my job.
Wow.
And now I'm doing trading full time. And I joined BluFX around about 2018, June, somewhere there. When it was fairly new, not many people knew about it. But yeah, that's when I started. First of all, at first, I thought it was too good to be true. With all the... I was like, how can you give me $50,000 to trade and I have to pay like $500? For me, It didn't make sense, but I just give it a try and then it worked out for me. Okay, by profession, I'm a chemical engineer. I used to work for the company there. I was a salesperson and all of that.
This is in South Africa, you're working?
Yeah, I'm in South Africa. I stopped, I quit in 2018. When I quit my job, a lot of people thought I was crazy, but I had my vision, and everything was actually set up. So yeah, that's my background basically.
Wow, that's definitely a good story. I mean, as I say, like 2009, I definitely wasn't trading. I was definitely a very young man at that time, but that is that's over 10 years in the markets, and to be able to progress from a beginner trader to be able to progress from that stage, 2009, to now, where you're trading full time, you don't have to work a job. I mean, I know that a lot of people within the BluFX space, that's what they're looking to do, right? They're looking to one day at some point trade full time, and that is for the money, that's for the freedom, that's for not having to answer to a boss, and that to have you here to us today is a great story and a testament to the fact that it definitely is possible. So concerning your actual strategy within the markets, is there anything you specialize in? Is there a certain way you trade? Are you an indicator guy? Do you do price action? What's your sort of style within the trading markets?
Yeah, it's basically Elliott wave, not Elliott. Okay, there's three different types of Elliott wave. There's advanced Elliott wave, there's classic Elliott wave. I go for harmonic Elliott wave, introduced by Ian Coopsey. I use harmonic Elliott wave because basically you're trading the fractals.
Right.
That's what it is, and most of the time the markets are moving in the zigzag and all of that. So it's basically a harmonic Elliott wave. I use it for the direction. It actually gives me the direction, the overall market direction. It also helps me with trailing stops as well, because if you put the Elliott wave rules, it can actually tell you where you need to put your stop losses. If the market goes below this price point, it basically means that your wave count is incorrect. So it's you should consider going the opposite direction. So I use that. I use Elliott wave. Use supply and demand. Not that I use it that much. Supply and demand price action. In terms of indicators, I only use the RSI. That's the only indicator that I use. Yeah, it's only the RSI that I use.
Just the plain RSI, or any I know with the RSI, there's so many different versions. Just the default, the basic one.
Yeah, it's just the basic one.
Okay.
The basic one, 14. I've actually figured. I use it for entries as well. I just figured some way. I don't know, but I don't use a typical overbought, oversold in everything. I don't use that. So I use the RSI to actually, the RSI itself also gives me an idea of where the market is trending, and it also gives me an idea about which wave we are currently on. And I actually I also use the Ichimoku to actually, it also gives, but on the lower time frames. Also
Ishimoku,
gives me,
okay, yeah, cool.
yeah,
You're
Ichimoku.
talking my language now because I'm a big indicator guy. Like I test a
Yeah,
lot of indicators, I back test a lot. Like what 500 trades on one currency pair, and I do it across 5 currency pairs. So we're talking
yeah.
2,500 trades on each
Sure.
indicator, and that's going to give me like my bottom line, exactly the win rate. RSI, I don't use personally. Ishimoku, I use parts of it. I have used parts of it before. The Kijun Sen, that baseline we use, that's
Yeah,
something
the
I use with
kitchen.
my trading. But as I say, the Elliott Waves, there's a lot of industry people I know and firms and businesses in London who just use Elliott Waves as their main style of trading. I've never tested Elliott Waves. I don't know much about it, if I'm honest with you, but I think there might be some potential there. I definitely, that's one I need to go away and test and sort of maybe work it into my strategy where I can.
Yeah, but it's it, it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
That
sure.
I can tell you, it's a lot of
There's like
work.
so many books and there's loads of material, like there's
There's
books
lots
and
of
so many stuff
material.
about it.
And I was also introduced to Elliott Wave. That's how I started trading. I think it was in 2010, 2011 is when I introduced to Elliott Wave. There's this guy in South Africa that used to provide signals, and that guy was only using Elliott Wave only, and he was basically focusing on the South African rand. So he would give us, he will tell us the price today is going to hit this level, and then it will get to that level and tell us now it's going to retrace, and then it will definitely retrace. So that was, I found it, I was like, oh, this guy must be using witchcraft or something. How does he know that the market is actually going to turn there and there? But the thing is, I took his signals, but my problem back then was not his analysis. My problem back then was the risk management. So I would go in
Right.
full lot size, and then he will say we're going to go up, and then I will buy, and then the market will just retrace a bit, and then when it's about to start going up already, I'm out of the trade because of my lot size. I think I blew the fastest I've blown the account, it was actually in 10 minutes. So
Oh my
because
gosh.
of using high lot sizes, I've blown a lot of accounts, about 8 or so. But
Yeah, me too. Me too.
but that doesn't matter now. And 2016 is when I just dedicated myself into. I stopped trading in 2015, and then I just decided to learn Elliott Wave in 2015. And then I was introduced to isolation approach, Elliott Wave. I'm sure you've heard of MT Predictor. I had that software as well, MT Predictor.
I'm not familiar with that actually.
Yeah, you've heard of it, I'm sure. So I've used that, and then what I did was I decided to learn how do they actually go about getting to the actual buys and wave 3 and all that. So I actually studied the software, and then I studied the book. I studied different types of Elliott Wave, and then I felt comfortable with the harmonic Elliott Wave.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I know. Like you sound like I'm talking to myself a little bit because it seems like you're quite keen on the indicator side of things too. But yeah, definitely good to see. And I know that it takes a long time to build any strategy, right? Like you've been in the market for over 10 years. It takes a long time to get to that position. But when you can and when you have that ability to do that and you've built that strategy, you're in a very powerful position. And here at BluFX, we don't want people to do what I did or perhaps what you did in some ways and blow up their account 100 times. It's a case of we want to show people the right way how to trade and give them the right environment to do it. And it's so great to have you here on the platform. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about your experience with BluFX in general. Are you looking to, what's your plan with BluFX in the immediate term? Are you trying to prioritize those withdrawals, or are you looking to grow your account to the next level of funding? Or what do you think is possible for you, and what would you like to do with the BluFX platform?
Okay, with BluFX, currently, I'm just withdrawing at the end of the month. Sometimes it might take me 2 months. But I did have a conversation with EO, and I did mention that in April, I'm just looking forward to getting that $1 million. Though it's going to take me some time. I think it might take me a maximum of 10 months, but I'm not in a rush. But I'm just not in a rush. Yes, it can take me 4 months, but I don't want to, tell myself that I'm actually can do it in 4 months, because I'm going to put a lot of pressure on myself. And if you put yourself under a lot of pressure, that's when you start making mistakes.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to say 10 months or even the full year. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. So like I said, I'm not sure whether I mentioned this, but with BluFX, when I joined it, it's not that obviously I've subscribed for more than 6 months. I've got those points. I don't know what's loyalty or whatever, but now I can hold trades over the weekend. But during that period when I started subscribing, the focus at that time was not to make money, but I would just try it out to check out my strategies, if they are working or not, other than trying it on the demo, because I was using this particular strategy at that time that allowed me to get funded by other firms, but which I won't mention names. It worked well, but I also wanted to perfect it, and make sure that I get the least maximum drawdowns at the same time, making more profits. So I would use BluFX, because in BluFX, the advantage about BluFX is there's no evaluation. So if it works, I'm going to withdraw at the end of the month. That's it. There's no evaluation. You just start trading. So I tried. I was just testing the strategies with BluFX. I did got some payouts now and then. And then in June, and then 2019, I came back again. But now I'm thinking of going like full time. Starting from April, it's going to be quite a journey for me, because I want to make that million to get to that. That's my target currently. And what I've seen with my strategy currently, it's working wonders. So that's why I'm saying I'm actually ready to actually push for that $1 million account.
Wow, that's definitely a good goal to have in mind. It's a lot of our traders, of course, are always looking towards getting to that million level of funding. It's definitely a goal for a lot of our traders, and it's definitely one of the strengths of the BluFX platform. You have that built-in account growth on our pro account options. It's like, for example, you have a $50,000 account. You just need to grow at 10%, and then we double that level of funding. So you don't need to grow at 100% to double. You just need to grow at 10, and then we're going to double that level of funding, and that works up to $200,000, and then to that $1 million level. And what's possible at that $1 million level is beyond insane. So it's definitely good to see that you're working towards that goal.
Yeah, and what I like about BluFX is you only need 30% to get $1 million account. With other firms that I've worked with, yes, I did receive, just to let you know, I did receive an offer from the other firm to manage 1 million, but I will be starting in April. But it took months and months, over 2 years for that to happen.
Right.
But with BluFX, it's only going to take you 3. That's
exactly. If you can perform, you can do it seriously very quickly. It's no rush, and that's the thing as well. But there's no rush. Like if it takes you a little bit longer, it's up to you.
10% in a week, so within 2 months, it's possible.
It's definitely possible, and we've seen it happen with our traders here at BluFX. I mean, that's the thing. But there's no rush to it. Like we don't want to put that negative pressure on our traders. If it takes you longer, it takes you longer. We are trying to encourage profitability in the long term. And if it takes our traders a little bit longer to hit their 5% withdrawal, perhaps takes them 2 months, not 1 month, there's no penalty, there's no limit on the things you can do. The flexibility of the platform is one of the big strengths, and the fact that we know as traders ourselves, the platform is built for traders by traders. And we know that when you're adding unnecessary pressure on our traders to hit certain targets every month, it's not helpful to the overall trading psychology, and it doesn't help them trade better, because we just want our traders to be profitable. It's simple as that. We don't have any alternative motives. If our traders are profitable and making money in the markets, then everybody's winning. That's just what we want to do. So we know that we don't want to put that extra pressure on them or make them feel uncomfortable about hitting certain targets. So if you can hit your account growth target in 1 month, great, good for you. That's fantastic. But it takes you a little bit longer, then that's absolutely fine as well.
It's fine. There's not, Rome wasn't built in 1 day. So.
Exactly. I like that a lot. Exactly. Now, moving on to the financial side of things. I know you've got payout from BluFX before. Obviously, you're trading full time now. Maybe can you expand a bit on what is now sort of financially possible for you, and how comfortable position financially you are because of trading? Is there something, has trading allowed you to, obviously it's allowed you to quit your job, which is amazing. Like what an amazing thing. Congratulations. But how do you think trading has helped you reach that level in terms of your financial status?
Well, first of all, I don't have to report anyone if I want to go on holiday.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm living. I've got 2 kids. I've got a wife. Support my kids. My daughter goes to a good school, private school, and wow. My son, who's 2 years. Yeah, he's still 2 years. He's still young. So I'm supporting the whole family. I also have investments, and I've got a farm. It's about 60 hectares. You know,
Wow. Okay. And
I
this is in South
plan,
Africa.
yes, sorry, in
This,
South Africa.
okay.
So I plan to have livestock there, you know, cows and goats and all of that stuff, and sheep and all of that. So that's me. I'm the country guy, you know. I'm a country boy. So I don't like the city life, though I'm in Joburg and all of that. So that's fine. And I've got bigger dreams. At the moment, yes, I can survive. It's fine with that. I'm not struggling. I'm happy with that. It has allowed me to be happy because at work, not that I'm going to say that in case my ex-boss sees this interview, but at work, there is frustrations and all of that. But at home, if you're not, you know, the difference is at work, you can perform so much and perform. But at the end of the month, it doesn't matter how well you perform, you're just going to get a fixed salary, you know? But whereas in trading, the more effort you put in trading also determines the outcome at the end of the month.
Yeah,
so
there's a motivation to do better, 100%.
Yes. So, yeah, so in terms of freedom, flexibility, and all of that, it has helped me a lot, though I'm not where I want to be. I'm actually 10% away. Yeah, I'm not at 20% to where I want to be. I'm actually at 10%. So basically 90% is still remaining where I get that $1 million. And once that happens, it will be great. And hopefully you can, like you said previously, you'll keep checking me out, and finally I'll get that 1 million, and then we'll have a different interview.
That's
but
it.
I'm sure I'm actually confident that I'll get that account, because judging from the history of my trades, not only am I with BluFX as well, but there's number of brokers here in South Africa that were looking for traders, and they actually scouted me and all of that. And yeah, so it's not only with BluFX. So when I put the money all together, it's a reasonable money to survive per month. So hence $1,500, I cannot survive with $1,500, yes, but with other stuff as well, that actually when you combine it, it actually makes a reasonable amount of money at the end of the month. So but my aim is not to withdraw for 8 months to come or so, just to make sure that I get that the $1 million account. I'm sure even he saw that the only questions that I asked there in the group are based on the 1 million. I don't care about the 50K. I don't care about the 200K. I just want the 1 million. So my focus is basically is with the 1 million. So that's why I'm back at BluFX, because I would subscribe and then take a break, come back, take a break, but this time I just feel that I think it's about time. I feel more confident compared to the last time.
Yeah, I mean, it's, as I say, like it's definitely the strength of the platform we have here at BluFX, that you have that opportunity to withdraw or to do your account growth, whatever the case may be. Well, again, I'm just going to wrap things up now. Thank you very, very much for joining us today. You've given some great answers to our questions, and we're definitely going to keep an eye on you. We're going to work together with you to get you to that $1 million level. Thank you for coming today.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.